We left home at 3 o'clock in the morning for a 2-day on-site research at the municipal marine waters of Barubo. We need to document the activities at the fish landing at the Lisay Bay area, Barubo, Surigao del Sur. Fishermen and fish peddlers are already waiting for motorboats to come, which are loaded with fish, mostly bulinaw or dilis from sombreros. We are there observing. Most of us are curious of their activities that morning. While waiting, we have the chance to talk during the conversation of some fishermen taking coffee at a small store near the fish landing area. Different stories are shared, especially by the older ones who have longer experience in fishing. Most of them could not help assert their disappointments of the decreasing fish catch.
Na may alternative dapat nga paginabuhi ko sa panahon nga.
Oh, dili namang tay ko ani una na. Kinahanglan nga sa dili pa baning period. Kailan ba maningkamot sa turok adlaw.
After an hour, we see peddlers carrying baskets and buckets rushing towards the docking area of motorboats. Aram and Shasta, the photographers, followed them. After a few minutes, their cameras start to flash in different angles. Everything is fast. Peddlers have to move fast in taking buckets of fish from the broker, since they still have to travel even the neighboring province of their merchandise. Eagerly. We plan to depart from Barubo at 7 in the morning, but we have to wait because it was low tide. The motorboat cannot pass through the bay, so we take a cab going to Baybaydos, Dapdap, Barubo, Surigao del Sur, where the boat is docked. From there, we can travel at low tide since the bay is deeper compared to Talisay. Loaded with camping and documentation equipment, the research group embarks the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources patrol boat and a fishing boat from a volunteer. Mr. Mistula, our moderator, instructs us to wear a life jacket from BFAR. Before leaving, Mr. Octobre orients the group on safety procedures, while Mrs. Gingging reminds us on the activities pertaining to our research. With us is Mr. Davio Aribal, the Municipal Tourism Officer, who is willing to assist us in our 2-day activities. Everyone is excited as our boats start to navigate through the shallowed bay of Dapdap. The boat navigator has to maintain low speed while we are still in the bay area. The tide gives us time to see the growing new generation of mangroves in the area, planted as part of a government project. It's nice to see mangrove forest being revived from destruction in the past decades. A barrier in the sea because of the many nipa huts of seaweed growers. Every hut towers rows of ropes with plastic floaters where seaweeds are planted. The boat navigator has to be watchful of the right way because he might cross over the ropes. From a distance, the area looks like this is the 165-hectare mariculture park of Barubo, which gives livelihood to the local fisher folks of coastal barangays. These sophisticated fish cages for bangus and siganid culture are established by investors from Agusan del Sur and Butuan City. Every one of us are eager to witness the facility caretakers as they feed the thousands of bangus. This fish cage contains 19,000 bangus that will be harvested after 6 months. Then we hop to the fish cage of the Barubo local fisher folks, supervised by the BFAR. LGU employees take care of the production which yield for the local market. Teacher coaches and researchers enjoy feeding the greedy jumping bangus. Everyone is excited to visit Gabgan Island nearby. The water looks inviting for a swim. We head towards the opposite side of the island. It's very refreshing there. Amazingly, we are all facing the Pacific Ocean, as the graceful waves dance beneath. At the distance, a canter boat passed by. It is a huge fishing vessel powered by a truck engine. It heads towards the Pacific Ocean to catch blue marlin tunas. They will be roaming around the deep sea for more than a week. It's already lunchtime, so the group heads towards the barangay Suwa nearby the campsite. There, Mr. Nervi Quino is waiting for us. His family is hosting our 2-day stay in their barangay. It's very timely that he harvested his fish pen that morning, so we buy his catch for us to have kinilaw and tinula for lunch. We are very thankful to our host because we are able to set up our computers and other equipment before roaming around the sea at night.
Kani ang atong sanctuary, di ba? Atubangan ninyo sanctuary. Madungog masiro yung buto.
Kamo ri ang kiri kay ngano. Ka sa tunga sa dagat hapon ba ko. Nabayong kagilamitan. Mo yung pag gobyerno nga. Oh, labot na. Pasok ko. Pero makadakop sila sa katao. Wala din na dayon sila budakop. Kay mohunong sila mo presyo.
Mr. Quino provides us with Petromax, a gas lamp commonly used by fishermen at night to support the portable lamps of the group. Since it's still low tide, he guides us to the seashore and demonstrates the transitional way of catching small crabs, locally known as kasag, through pana or handy improvised arrow. As the tide rises, we rush to the port to embark again for the actual research within the municipal waters. Mr. Quino goes with us and serves as a navigator who stays at the front side of the boat. This is strategically done for our safety since he is a former barangay official and also a fisherman. We anticipate that most people we will encounter know him well. He can also explain to the local fishers our coming. They might be alarmed because we are aboard the BFAR patrol boat. The student researchers are quite nervous at the start since it is very dark. They can only hear waves from the distant islands, but their excitement sparks as they see small flashes of lights afar. The navigator informs us that we are nearing a group of mamanaay, fishermen using handy arrows and sea cucumber divers. We are happy that the fishermen are very cooperative. As we go nearer, a lonely old fisherman pulls his hook and line. He was once apprehended by the local police for illegal fishing. After paying the bail, he pleaded not to engage illegal means again. Now, he uses ulang-ulang, a dummy wooden shrimp with 12 hooks attached on its tip, which catches squid. Nearby, mamanaay and sea cucumber divers are busy for a catch. One of them demonstrates how to dive and shows the 2 huge crabs he caught a while ago. He looks happy for our coming. In fact, he gives us the 2 crabs. We refuse to accept it because for sure it can be kilos of rice already when sold. But he insists. As we examine the crabs, one is soon to spawn, so we decided to throw it back into the sea. Mrs. Hagulino, one of the coaches, who is also a fishery graduate, explains that in every spawn of a crab, it gives off millions of eggs.
Kaya nga, goodbye, crabs.
Mabuhi pa ni.